Good morning. Today we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. How many of you know all the history and traditions that we have surrounding us that go with the holiday? Today and over the next few weeks, we're going to learn about some of these traditions. Today we're going to start with the food that we serve. About 91% of Americans will eat turkey on Thanksgiving, and many of us, as you know, get sleepy after eating. And it's been blamed on tryptophan, which is in turkey. As it has been found, there is more tryptophan in chicken than there is in turkey. And the reality of why we get sleepy has more to do with the food being loaded with carbohydrates that we eat. And the fact that on an average day, most Americans will eat about 3,600 calories of food, but on Thanksgiving, they tend to eat between 4,500 and 7,000 calories. And when a healthy amount of calories to eat is about 2,000 in a day. So we really load up on Thanksgiving. So it's no wonder we get very tired. So turkey has been the main dish at Thanksgiving for many, many years. And it may go back to an Old English custom where when you have a celebration, you have to have some type of big game be on the table. And of course, for Americans, it was easy to get deer because they were always hunting. So that was something very easy. Turkey was not, but turkey is also kind of a big thing because it is the largest fowl bird that we have in America. So, and then this was a neat little tidbit that I came across, but Benjamin Franklin, he joked in a letter to his daughter back in 1784 that our national bird, the bald eagle, should be replaced with the turkey. He felt that the bald eagle was lazy, dishonest, and had bad moral character, where the turkey was a bird with courage. I know myself, I'm thankful that he didn't convince our nation to change to the turkey. I just have a preference for the bald eagle. It just looks much more majestic to me. In around the 1800s, Americans actually switched from hunting turkeys to eat to actually having domesticated ones. Those are the white ones that we see now, or they tend to mostly be white. So here's a fun little fact. The turkey, there is a presidential pardon every year of a turkey. And this started technically with President Lincoln. When somebody had sent a turkey to the house, his son Tad had become friends with it and it became a pet to him, and he got his dad to pardon it instead of them eating it. But the official ceremony, pardon ceremony, started in 1989 with President George H.W. Bush. So it wasn't until then that the bird was actually received a true pardon. So the next thing is the cranberry sauce. It's been a staple on every Thanksgiving dinner table. Ocean Spray tends to sell about 20% of its product the week before Thanksgiving. And cranberries, this is something I didn't know, is one of 3 native fruits in North America. The other 2 is Concord grapes and blueberries. And the cranberry got its name as a result of it looking like a crane to the early colonists. So if you look at this, you can kind of see where its head hangs like a crane, the bird, its head hangs. There is actually air inside of the cranberries, which causes them to float. So this is a cranberry bog. They actually flood the area to get the cranberries off the bushes and then hoard it all up and get it out of here. So this is part of their harvesting of the cranberries. And they say one way you can tell if a cranberry is ripe is if you drop it, not throw it down, but if you drop it, and it's to see if it will bounce. So this is the cranberry sauce I thought was the cranberry sauce when I grew up. It always had to have the little marks from the can. I did not realize that this is your true cranberry sauce. And I know my mom makes it, and there's something about each little cranberry has to pop while you're cooking it. So I'm not a fan of cranberry sauce, but this has been her preference. But it does look very good. So now pumpkin pie, that's another big staple around Thanksgiving that everybody has to have pumpkin pie. So, and there's about 1 billion pounds grown every year. Close to half of them tend to be in Illinois, where the food company Libby's is located. About 50 million pumpkin pies are made from Libby's canned pumpkins every year. And people tend to use the canned instead of fresh because you have more specific types that will make good pie. So right here is the Cinderella pumpkins. I believe these are the ones that will make really good pumpkin pie when you make fresh pumpkin pie from an actual pumpkin. And these ones are the good carving pumpkins that will make good jack-o'-lanterns. They tend not to make as good of a pumpkin pie. This tends to be a sweeter pumpkin for making a pie. And here is Olivia's pumpkin pie. So in a fun fact here, after Thanksgiving, there's 2 times more phone calls called into plumbers than normal. And the reason tends to be that people will use their garbage disposals more and put more stuff down there that shouldn't be putting down, such as pastas and bones from the turkeys. And the main lines tend to get clogged up big time. And especially you tend to have a lot more people in the house that tend to be using your bathroom more, that clogs it up. So more people have to go and have their pipes snaked as a result. So I just thought that was a fun little fact. So that ends for today. Next time, we're going to talk about the myths that are surrounded by the pilgrims that we learned in elementary school.